Welcome to another episode of Systematic Geekology. This is a space where we seek to create and cultivate healthy conversations between those things we geek out on and the philosophical and theological questions that often arise out of our fandoms. Like, what does it mean to be human? What makes a hero? What makes a villain? How do the stories and narratives we geek out on shape how we live in the world? We are your priest to the geeks. We aren't all ordained, but we see ourselves as mediators at the intersection of geek culture and going deeper in our faith. We don't always have to agree, but we do respect each other, and we see everyone as a beloved child of God. Everyone geeks out on something, so come geek out with us and enjoy the show.
This show is a proud member of the Anazal Podcast Network. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, elephants, carnies, and mice of all ages, we welcome you to the wonderful world of Walt Disney's Animation Studios. Not really, but it'll be us talking about Walt Disney's Animation Studios on Systematic Geekology. We are the priest to the geeks, and today we continue our run through the various eras of Disney animation. Weird one. We started this series doing 2 movies per era, got about halfway through, and realized we needed to do 3 per era. Plus, you guys seem to really like it based on like download numbers. So we're like, all right, we'll go back through, and the ones that we only did 2 for, we're going to do like an encore round, doing 1 more to get it to 3. So this ends up being our 3rd film reviewing in the gold era of Disney animation in the series, and we're going to be talking about Disney's Dumbo. Excited for this one. I am Joshua Noel, your resident Disnerd, here with the one and only Pod Almighty TJ Tiberius on Blackwell. Welcome to one of your shows.
Thank you.
Yeah, he probably has the record for most podcasts owned by someone who didn't want to start a podcast.
Probably.
Yeah, like I don't think he was against starting a podcast. He just didn't have a desire to start it.
No.
Yeah. But here he is. Yeah. With that, we are going to talk about what we've been geeking out on lately. There's a few things for me. I've been playing through the Trine series again, the video game fantasy series, thanks to another episode we did. And I'm like, that's right. These are fun. They're good. I don't have to think too hard games. There's a few other games I'm still playing that I do have to think too hard. This isn't one of them. So I like it. It's nice right now. Good distraction. Yeah.
I've been playing Magic the Gathering again. But Commander, I played Magic for a few years, but never Commander. Also, I was just a standard player, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty sick. It's a little expensive.
Like Commander Shepard?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Something different.
Yep.
One day, I'm going to learn to play Magic. Actually, I have learned. I've played it. I just don't have cards or money to get cards. But one day, maybe. Today, though, we do want to ask you guys to rate and review our show wherever you get your podcast. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever. Helps algorithms think the show's important, which means other people find the show, which helps us. So indirectly help us by rating and reviewing the show, and we appreciate it. Also got to shout out one of our financial supporters today. We're going to shout out Austin Nance. Austin, you rock, dude. I feel like I haven't shouted you out in a minute, so it's about time we did that. We did it well, hopefully. TJ, say Austin's name, then I can...
Austin Nance.
Yeah, now I know for sure we did it well. All right, guys, remember, you can get your own shout out becoming an official member of Systematic Geekology by going to our website and doing the things that it says. Yeah, you can also get some free content over there. You can buy merch on the website. You can leave a one-time financial gift, all kinds of stuff, without joining as a member if that's not your gig, or join as a member. Again, website, it's cool. Also, again, this is the 3rd film we're covering in the golden era of Disney's animation. So we're excited to do that. If you want to hear the rest of the episodes in the playlist, there will be a link in the show notes for that as well. Lots of links, lots of stuff. Worth your time to actually read the show notes, I think. Probably. Yeah. So with that, let's jump into it, DJ.
All right.
Today, talking about Dumbo. Is this your first time hearing about Dumbo, Walt Disney's Dumbo, or have you heard of this movie before?
Yeah, no, never until you were like, hey, let's watch Dumbo.
Yeah. You're like, what's that? Yeah.
Yeah, so what's Dumbo?
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird one. If we're going to talk about like our history with Dumbo, it's like for both of us, the movie came out in 41.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I first heard of or saw Dumbo. Like,
No.
I was
Like
probably
Dumbo
an
is
infant.
older than my grandparents.
Yeah. Yeah. Accurate. Which is crazy because the animation, I feel like for the most part, still holds up okay. Like, you're like, you could tell it wasn't made recently, but it doesn't look bad.
Yeah, it still looks good.
Yeah, it's like, dang. These guys, they knew what they were doing, man. I mean, Dumbo's been a classic for a long time. Even like you see like the Disney commercials, you'll see like the Dumbo ride and stuff still featured. Like, it's just a staple of Disney animation. I don't think we could overstate its importance. So I'm just not even going to try.
Yeah, I don't know, it's definitely in a weird spot because the time, like, it came out and then World War II was already started, but like Dumbo came out right before the United States entered World War II. It's a whole weird thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Which the next one we'll do will be from then the war era, or I forget exactly what they call it, the patch film era, something like that. But we're going to talk about Fun and Fancy Free, and that was made during the war somehow. Yeah, it's a crazy film. It's known for a lot of different stuff. It's weird watching it in today's world, I feel like, because I think we watch it almost like a period piece. Like, oh, this is what the circus was like back in the 40s. This was made in 41. This was just a modern tale when it was made. Like, this was life.
Yeah, it's weird because it kind of reflects Disney's current practices, the reason they made Dumbo and their goals behind it, which is just crazy to think about because they weren't, at least at first, particularly concerned with some great feat of artistry or innovating in the space at first. They just needed to make money because Pinocchio and Fantasia didn't. Which
is wild. It really is one of the most wild things.
Crazy part.
Because like looking at it from like in our own time era, like that's what makes it so hard. It's like we don't get a lot of the context, I feel like, because Pinocchio now, if you like ask most animation people, there's a pretty strong chance they'll say that is the pinnacle of animated film. Like, that is it. That's the goal, was Pinocchio. It was incredible. At the time, didn't do so hot.
Yeah.
So looking back, it's just weird that it's like Dumbo. Yeah, that got it. Pinocchio, nobody cared about. You're like, wait, what? Huh?
Hey, podcast fam. Want to stay even more connected with the show? We've got you covered. Check us out on Instagram and Blue Sky, where we're posting exclusive content and bonus videos and fun updates that you won't get anywhere else. From sneak previews of upcoming episodes to bonus content, our social accounts are the best way to keep the conversation going. Plus, it's a great spot for you to interact with other listeners and share your thoughts. We love hearing from you. When you follow us, it helps us grow and continue bringing you the content that you love. Whether it's a funny poll, a quick clip from today's episodes, or just random thoughts, you'll feel more plugged into everything we're doing. So go ahead and hit that follow button on Instagram and Blue Sky. It's one more way to be a part of the show and keep the good vibes flowing. Thanks for being a part of the family, and we can't wait to see you there.
Yeah, just crazy. And even like stuff now that we take for granted, like animal cruelty or like the circus be kind of weird, like all this stuff. So we kind of look at it and we're like, oh, why'd they do this? Or the pink elephant scene. And we're all like, they just wanted to get trippy. But it's like back then it was like, no, CGI and stuff wasn't a thing. They were showing off. Nobody could do that scene. Only Disney could make that pink elephant scene. And they wanted to make sure you knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane because you could go on Fiverr and hire somebody to make you that scene for like probably $50.
Yeah. Modern technology, not difficult. Back then, doing it by hand, insane. With that then, TJ, could you possibly summarize the story of Walt Disney's Dumbo?
It almost feels silly to do this, by the way.
Doesn't it?
But if you've never heard of Dumbo or seen Dumbo, it's a story about a baby elephant. His name is Dumbo. But he is born into the circus with his circus mother, and he can fly, turns out. Special little guy. That's it. That's the whole thing.
He can fly?
He can fly. Yeah. He's got big old ears and he uses them to fly.
Yeah. It's funny. The original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer came out in 1939. This is very similar in a lot of ways.
It is.
Baby's weird. Everybody makes fun of the baby. In the end, that weird little quirk ends up being why he's cooler than everybody else. Kind of the same story.
Yeah. It's also weird to go back and watch Dumbo because it's short.
Oh, yeah. So short. They supposedly they tried to get Walt to either make it longer or shorter, so they could either make it like a short plug or make it a full-length movie, and he was like, no, can't make it any longer, that'll ruin it, and it deserves to be a movie, so I'm not going to shorten it.
Yeah, it's just right in that spot where it's like barely an hour. Was it like an hour, 10 minutes?
It's crazy. Yeah, just weird.
You could watch Dumbo like 20 times in a day.
Most TV shows these days, I feel like, are longer than that because they do that weird 10 episodes and they're all like an hour and 20 minutes long.
Yeah, primetime TV or prestige television, whatever they call it.
Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, so that's Dumbo, basically. Weird little baby everybody made fun of. His mom tried to protect him from some of the bullies. She got thrown in prison, jail, something. She got locked
Elephant
up.
jail. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
Dumbo
in the end...
saves the circus.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird, though, because he doesn't fly till like 40 minutes into a 60-minute movie.
Yeah.
Everybody just keeps saying he can fly. We're like, okay, yeah, cool. He's going to save the circus. And then he does, but it's like right at the end there.
Yeah. They came up with the gimmick and then they happened to be right.
Yeah.
You got really lucky.
And yeah, like TJ said too, what's interesting is like this one really relies on story because they don't lean into animation as much. So Snow White blew everybody away in the whole universe. It's insane. It's why Disney got the start it did. Then you have Pinocchio, which was Pinocchio and Fantasia, both incredible works of art, but at the time they weren't like, Rotten Tomato score probably would have been really high. Audience score, not so much. Nobody cared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so they were trying to do something easier that they weren't going to have to spend a ton of money to be super innovative in. So they were just like, we'll do this cute little story. Won't do as much in animation. We'll make it more about the plot, the heart, talk about the mother and the child and kind of pull on the emotional strings. And worked really well. Kind of has the Lilo and Stitch effect of this will sell. They sold some Dumbo toys.
Oh, yeah.
they sold lots of Dumbo toys.
Oh, yeah. And it's really smart, too, because like you can tell they got bored at some point and they were like, we should have at least one fun scene to work on. And that's why they did the dream sequence. But
crazy.
They, right from the jump, they're like, okay, what's easy? Big animals, elephants, simple. They're just going to be gray until they're pink. But start to finish, they were just like, what makes this cheaper to produce? Because they spent the equivalent of like $40 million to make Pinocchio.
Yeah. Fantasia was like $2 million in their time. I don't remember what that would be in our time, but like this film was $900,000 or something to make.
Yeah.
Less than half of what it took them to make Fantasia. Oh, yeah. And did much better. From my recollection, I think in the golden era box office, the only ones that made profit was Snow White and then Dumbo. Which is crazy.
Which is nuts. Yeah. Absolutely nuts.
Because I love Dumbo. By no means do I think he's one of the best golden era films, though. Like, it just isn't for me.
No, but I do think maybe it's the only one that hasn't been bettered since then. There's not a better Dumbo movie. I think Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is better than the original.
I won't fight you on it. I think they might be tied for me. Just very different films. Hard to compare. Yeah. I don't think Snow White's been bettered.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you would try.
Fantasia might have been, though.
Fantasia 2000.
Yeah, that one's good. But we digress. Yeah, the movie's good. We might as well go ahead and do our ratings. As I mentioned, it's probably not my favorite in the golden era. Again, I do really like the film. So I have to remind everybody, 0 to 10 for me. 0, I'm comparing to other Disney films, not just giving it a grade. So 0 would be my least favorite Disney film, which is probably still going to be a movie I like better than most other movies. 10 is the best Disney film. It is exclusively reserved for Hercules and Jungle Book for me. Those are the only 10s. I don't even like Jungle Book that much. I just think objectively, it's too good. But Dumbo, I'm going to give a 5. I feel like it's just an average Disney film for me. I love it, but you could put in any Disney movie, and I also would be like, yeah, I love this. Let's watch this, you know?
Yeah, 6. Strong.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's a strong 6. I have not once in my life been like, ooh, I should watch Dumbo.
You know, I agree.
You know?
I think that's what it is. There's never been a time where I'm like, I want to watch Dumbo right now. But there's also never been a time that it's been on TV or suggested to me that I was like, no, I'm not watching that.
Yeah.
I'll watch it if it's, you know, if it's there, like, hell yeah, let's watch it.
Yeah. If I'm like at someone's, this doesn't work anymore because no one has a DVD player anymore. But if I was at a friend's house and Dumbo was the closest thing to the DVD player, I might put it in.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like cable isn't a thing either. Like, it's not like I just turn the TV on and something's playing.
Yeah.
But if for some reason I turned Disney Plus on and they had like Dumbo flag across for the plus sign and then the big screen popped up, Dumbo, watch Dumbo, I'd be like, sure. I guess. You know,
yeah.
Why not?
That's pretty much what happened with this episode. So yeah, I'm right there.
Yeah. All right, so we'll talk some about the art and animation. You mentioned some stuff already. Is there anything else that like really stood out to you that you want to shout out other than Pink Elephants was brilliant?
Pink Elephants is a classic. I just think less is more. This is the pinnacle of the saying because they're really not going over the top. You know, simple animation cycles, simple loops, simple colors, beautiful color palette, which is, you know, just like everything else at the time. From Disney, at least. So,
yeah,
aesthetically, very easy to look at movie. Very fun to look at movie sometimes.
Watercolor backgrounds are great.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, it's cool. There's like shades of future Disney innovation in Dumbo.
Mm-hmm.
But that, you know, so there was also shades of it in every other movie in the golden era. Just because that's what they used as the template for Deep Canvas, for Treasure Planet.
I was waiting for that. Yeah, it's funny too because I was listening to another podcast talk about it, and they were like, Dumbo's like, they're like, what worked in our other films? And they just picked stuff, and then they made Dumbo, and they were like, Dopey was great. What if he was an elephant? I loved that. I'm like, you know what? A little bit. Yeah. Yeah, so all of Disney's 9 Old Men classic animation team, they're still on board for this. Is literally just the 4th film, so they're not really switching up much on who's animating. They're going back to some of the basic stuff. A lot of these animators were pretty prevalent when it was silent film era, so they're really good at, hey, we're going to draw some characters. They don't need to say anything. We'll let the art tell the story. They did a really good job with it. There's, you know, Disney's classic, what he calls plausible impossibilities with animation. He's like, yeah, we know this is impossible. If you draw it in a way that feels natural to the animation, people just buy it, though. That's what they went with. They were like, we're just not going to bother explaining it. We're going to draw it in a way that feels natural in this world, and people will roll with it. And they did.
Yeah. And it works every time. Also, I do think there is something to be said about how Dumbo really... To me, I think Disney's kind of lost the plot a little bit. Every movie has to appeal to the adult in some massive way. And Dumbo still does do that through sympathizing with Dumbo's mother. But having a silent protagonist, I think, is massive for a kid because it's so easy to relate as a child to trying to have an impact on your world. And it feels like no one can hear what you're saying. And Dumbo is in the same boat. He doesn't say anything.
It's crazy. It's actually, what I read was that Dumbo is the only protagonist in Disney animation, like main character, who just does not speak, which is wild. But also, I mean, it works. I never feel like I don't know what's going on with Dumbo.
It's great.
Yeah. So some of the other like just history and stuff behind the film that I really like too. Joe Grant and Dick Humer were like the artist storyboards, and Walt Disney, as it goes, just kind of tired of making more films. He's like, we did incredible stuff with Pinocchio and Fantasia. No one cared. And he's just kind of a little bitter, a little upset. and wasn't buying anything. So what these two,
yeah, he was like, "Oh, movies suck. Let's build roller coasters.
yeah, he was just over it.
Let's build robots."
But Joe Grant and Dick Humer, they started writing part of this story and just leaving parts of it on his desk. So he would read part and be like, all right, so now what? And they strung him along until he was like, just finish the story.
Which is great. Which is really funny.
Just, yeah, funny. It's smart, but it's also like, it's just really funny. Dumbo got made because Walt was like, I just want to know what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic. It still works to this day. You go on Twitter, you'll see someone post most of what you're reading in their first tweet. Then you have to open it to read the next one.
Oh, that's great.
Hey friends, it's your pal Will Rose here, and let me break the fourth wall a moment and look directly at you through the camera or speak directly to you in your earbuds. Yep, I'm talking to you, Susie. You too, Chad. You can now support Systematic Geekology on Fourth Wall. That's a website. You'll find all of our episodes, incredible merch like shirts and hoodies and mugs. Chad, I would love to see you in one of those shirts out in the wild. You get bonus episodes. We answer bonus questions. We have special shout outs. We have certain episodes that you pick. So you help us create and curate the content that we put out for the world to hear. You even get free merch. And you can support the show at different levels. You could join at the free level. Yep, we love free members, free support. Join it. Or you could become a sidekick for as little as $5 a month. You could join the elves and dwarves for $10 a month. You could become a wizard for $15 a month, or you could go to divinity school and become a cleric for $20 a month. And that's way cheaper than going to seminary, believe me. Or at $25 a month, you could become a superhero. And let me just say, we love all of our listeners, whether you support us at the free level or the superhero level. We love you. We love geeking out with you. Like, support, share the show. Love you.
Also, so apparently this was like the original story was some kind of, it wasn't like a kid's book, it was like a rolling thing. They were trying to like a new type of story. And apparently people at Disney thought the story was good, but did not care at all about that medium because they never do anything with it. But in the original like little booklet or whatever, it's a red bird, not a mouse that's helping Dumbo. And Disney just decided be a lot more ironic if it was a mouse.
Yeah.
They were right.
They were right.
Yeah.
Still associated.
Yeah. Glad it's not a red bird. Also, the fact that like the Timothy Q mouse looks so different from Mickey Mouse, like the way that they just made Mickey Mouse and we're like, we're just going to make a mouse. It's going to look absolutely nothing like the other mouse we made.
Oh, yeah. Got to be clearly distinct mouse. And they do that again with Rescuers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how many mice can they make that look completely different?
Animated mice that you're like, that's definitely a mouse. It also looks nothing like that.
It's definitely a mouse from Disney Animation Studios, but it is not one of the ones that I know.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And of course, you get a couple of the voice actors here that show up again. The first appearance of Sterling Price Holloway Jr., I guess, played the stork. He also goes on to play Caw in The Jungle Book, Cheshire Cat, and Alice in Wonderland, a few other big ones. Billy Bletcher, he was one of the clowns. He goes on to play Pete. If you like old classic Disney, Pete. Billy Bletcher started here as a clown, which apparently is the absolute lowest class in Dumbo. Being an elephant with huge ears getting made fun of? Sure. But when they made him a clown, they were like, oh man, now he's really low class. That sucks. Clowns are the worst. They're below elephants apparently at the circus. What a pecking order. Yeah.
Yeah, brutal. How far the jester has fallen.
So, TJ, if you had to pick a favorite scene, favorite song, and favorite character from Dumbo, where are you going?
Character? Maybe the mouse. I'm a big fan of mice.
Yeah.
He's a fun little guy. Dumbo is the easy answer. That's not fun.
Yeah, we can't say the main character.
The song, probably the lullaby that Miss Jumbo sings to Dumbo. Baby's Mine, I think is what it's called. But for favorite scene, honestly, it might be that scene too, where she's singing Baby's Mine. If that doesn't count, Dumbo's First Flight, of course.
Yeah. It is baby mine. Okay. Favorite character. I was either gonna say the mouse or the mom, Jumbo. Which Dumbo's real name is Jumbo Jr. Just want to point that out.
Very junior.
No one ever calls him by his actual name anymore. That poor elephant. We all are the bullies, actually. All of us.
Yeah. If you had shorter hair, that's probably what they would call you.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I do have huge ears, and so does every Noel for some reason. Just family trait.
Yeah.
I'm not the worst, luckily.
Yeah. This is not on video so that people don't notice that.
Well, I also got headphones on.
Yeah.
So I super hide it. Yeah.
Also, conveniently.
I think since you said the mouse, I'm going to say the mom, Jumbo, for my favorite character. Just because the way she's protective of her baby and loves it no matter what and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I know every mom would do that. Doesn't mean I still don't love her for it, And honestly, they lock her up for like doing what she did to that kid, but I think she was right.
Deserved it. Yeah,
absolutely. So that's favorite character, favorite song. Guys, I'm going to go Pink Elephant on Parade. I actually just think it's so much fun. Like, it's crazy. Like the animation, everything is wild, but like the actual song is actually pretty catchy. And then favorite scene, I think when Dumbo loses the feather and he still flies. Like, I know that's like the cheesy, easy answer, but I love it. I'm like, yeah, it was in you all along, Dumbo. Way to go.
Way to go, kid. Also, it makes it like way weirder. It's like, yeah, like the magic feather help making him fly. That's weird, but the elephant can just fly. That's weirder.
Yeah, big ears. You had big ears, you'd get it.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't.
You should see my dog Copper. He's a beagle. All beagles fly. Known fact.
That is true. Yeah. I think I've seen him do that at least once.
So it's actually really funny. I have little videos of him as a puppy when he would jump off the couch and his ears are so big they would like fly up. That was his Dumbo moment. Yeah. But other places you can find the character. There's a lot of places you can find Dumbo characters, just in general, actually. Of course, the Disney park rides, you have the little Dumbo carousel. You can ride on Dumbo. Originally, it was going to be the pink elephants. And then Walt was like, why would people want to do that when they could just ride Dumbo? The main character who could fly.
Which is a good point.
Yeah. And of course, it has the Timothy Mouse is in the center, like orchestrating all the Dumbos. And, it's fun. You can go through the circus. It's funny now because you go to Disney World and it's like the whole back is like a fake circus. And I feel like half the kids are like, what's a circus?
Yeah. Any kid younger than me has just never been to a circus, probably never seen a circus.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? But that's like a whole part of the park just because of Dumbo.
Yeah. Like I've been to a circus once, maybe twice.
Wow. Me too, actually. I have not gone to that many, but I don't go to like state fairs and stuff either. Just not my scene. But original Kingdom Hearts, Dumbo's a summon. And actually one of my favorites because like he doesn't do a lot of extra stuff. It just squirting water and flying around. I'm like, that's all I wanted.
That's all I need to do.
Yeah. Also, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. You get 3 of them, stack them together for a combo. That was actually one of the best cards you could do because like nobody wanted that summon. So it didn't cost as much to have it in your deck. Cheap, easy summon. It's excellent. Yeah. But this isn't a Kingdom Hearts episode. I just got to point that out. It's a good strategy. There's a toy Dumbo in the Great Mouse Detective. I found out. Yeah, I didn't even know that. It used to be in the fireworks. Sometimes instead of Tinkerbell, they would have Dumbo fly down the wire. So that's kind of cool.
Really sweet.
Yeah, that'd be actually. I would love to see that.
I would love to see that. Yeah. I would love to see it because I've seen the fireworks show before, and I probably will again. But you'd feel bad.
If it was the only time you saw that set of Tink, that would be kind of. That would.
It'd be a little annoying.
Although I do think objectively, Dumbo's a better character than Tinkerbell. It's just iconic. The whole scene with Tink is iconic. Yeah, that's the problem. It's not Dumbo's fault. But there's also an old computer game called Disney Villains Revenge. And for some reason, one of the main villains is the circus owner of Dumbo. It wasn't even really that bad a guy, honestly.
Hey, he abused all those animals.
I guess. But like, And the film, that was just like taken for granted. So I'm like, why you make him the bad guy?
Well, the film was like 80 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. So
this film was 85 years ago.
that's so wild. Anything? Any other places you can think of where you see the characters that we need to? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're everywhere. They just are. Everywhere. If you want to find Dumbo, you'll find Dumbo.
Yeah, go to your state fair. House. There's a good chance you might see Dumbo.
So true. Oh man. Yeah, and I think as far as like plot and like the theme of the film and stuff, I do think it's very clearly leaning more on, sometimes we're born different and our differences can actually be our strengths. And I think that's a really good message. But even like for its time, there does seem to be some like hints at other stuff that they never quite get into. And I think that's something that irks me a little bit, because like it seems like whoever made this film was aware that how the animals treated weren't great. You do have literally a crow in the film called Jim Crow.
That's true.
That exists. And there's just some stuff where you're like, I think they knew that some of this wasn't okay when they made the film.
Yeah. I don't know. It needed to be popular to people that had money to see movies and time to see movies. So.
Yeah. And, I hear the Crows have like kind of a mixed reception. It's mostly now we look back at it as like, yeah, it was bad, obviously. But even like how the animals and stuff were, like there was just little jokes here and there. There was something about how they're not getting paid good enough, which apparently was also Walt wanted that included as kind of a joke because it was during one of the big animation strikes where animators were like, we don't get paid enough. And Walt was like, let's make fun of that.
Yeah. Disney's not been a great company.
Yeah, I mean, it has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of that was really the meaning of the film. I think the message of the film was just trying to kind of, sometimes your weird quirks are your strengths. Pretty straightforward. Sometimes you just need a straightforward little,
standard, different kid, still good person thing.
Yeah. But as far as like the other stuff goes, obviously we know it hasn't aged well, but how do you take that? When we go back, we're watching a movie from the 40s. I don't hold it to the same standard, but I also am like, I'm not going to say that this is okay just because it was done that long ago. But I think usually that little like disclaimer of like, hey, it was wrong then, it's wrong now. It was a movie, it was a product of its time. I'm kind of okay with that. But for you, is there anything like you hesitate watching this stuff or?
See, no, not at all. Problematic media is still media and has other merits outside of that, while it's still able to acknowledge the fact that maybe our creators had some issues that they needed to work out. However, Casablanca was made a year after this, so it's not really fair to be like, oh, it's 85 years old, don't expect that much of it.
Yeah, because there was some stuff back then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Casablanca's a great movie. Don't kill me. But like the standard for film has kind of always been high.
Yeah, that's fair. I think what's interesting to me looking back at Dumbo too is like in the animation, the elephants are helping build the circus. They're part of it. They're also making fun of Dumbo. So like they're humanized to a point where it doesn't feel like, oh, these are just animals and they're just mistreating them. It feels like they're a part of the circus, which I think is supposed to be kind of the narrative it's telling. I don't think it's trying to make a commentary on it's okay to treat things this way. The Crows, however, I do think they were making a commentary and they were wrong. Yeah. Definitely.
Also, abusing animals is bad, but animal labor is like really cool.
Yeah.
Like if you could get an elephant to help you put up a tent, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. If I get an elephant to help me do anything, as long as it's not from me mistreating it, I'm not, I'm not above that.
That'd be so cool.
Be like, yo, elephant, you want to help me roll some burritos today at work?
Yeah, and I bet they would.
I don't think the health department would love it, but what are they going to do? Can't say anything to me and my elephant.
They can wear like an elbow length glove.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, all in all, I think the movie's endearing. There's some problematic things. Overall message was good. It's just, I don't know. It's just another Disney film for me. I love it. I love all Disney films, but Is there anything for you that they could have done to make it better, or that they could incorporate more in the parks, or are you just content Dumbo how it is, how it's used, everything's fine?
Yeah, I think Dumbo's just Dumbo.
Literally, my only thought is Dumbo should have been in Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. And when I summon him, I should be able to just fly around however I want.
Yeah, you should be able to ride Dumbo.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4, I should go to Dumbo's world. Why not?
I don't think that'd be that fun.
Treasure
Treasure Planet.
Be. And then Dumbo would be there for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter one, but I think that's really all I have to say about Dumbo. It's a shorter movie, so I feel like it's fitting. Yeah. All right. So we'll go ahead and start wrapping this one up. Our bonus question will be a little bit longer, though, than our usual bonus questions, probably. Probably won't be super long, but, longer than the 2 minutes you usually get. TJ and I are going to do a quick review of the Tim Burton remake of Dumbo in 2019. Spoiler, we already said that Dumbo hasn't been done better.
We did.
There's a little bit of a spoiler, but we're still going to review it.
Cheeky little nod at this question.
We're just going to review it. But first, recommendations. TJ, you have any recommendation for those listening?
I'm out. I'm all out of recommendations. I cannot recommend that anyone gets into Magic the Gathering.
I think you could.
Just financially irresponsible. If you haven't seen Project Hail Mary, go watch that. Great movie. It's on streaming now.
Oh, is it? Where at?
I'm not sure. I just know it's on streaming.
I saw it somewhere.
Also, Marty Supreme, movie that I like a lot because I like ping pong a lot.
That makes me want to check it out, actually. I'm going to stay relevant, not because I have to, just because I want to. Disney's Villainous card game, incredible. A lot of really good characters, including Radagast. You can play as Radagast. It's crazy. Dr. Facilier, it's a great game. I highly, highly recommend playing as Little John, Prince John.
Yeah. Little John.
So yeah, Little John and Prince John. Plays them both. Great time. All right, guys, with that, I want to ask everybody if you can rate and review our show wherever you get your podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever. It helps algorithms think the show's important, which helps other people find the show, which helps us. So we really appreciate you just taking a couple seconds to rate and review wherever you're listening. Also want to shout out one of our financial sponsors. Today we're shouting out Austin Nance. Austin, you rock, dude. Go get you one of these shirts. Why haven't you got a shirt yet, Austin?
Yeah, Austin.
Let me send me your size and stuff if you listen to this episode, and I'll send you the shirt. That's how I'm testing if you're listening or not.
Yeah.
Also want to remind our listeners, you can get your own shout out like Austin and maybe your own free shirt by becoming an official member of Systematic Geekology. You can do that going to our website. There's a link in the description. You can also use that link to find some free extra content on the website, buy merch yourself, leave a one-time financial gift, all kinds of other stuff without becoming a member if that's not your thing. So still check out the website. It's totally worth your time. Again, it's part of our Disney Era series. This is our third film we did in the Golden Era. We're leaving the Golden Era behind. We're starting to get near the end of this series. So it'd be a great time. Find the link down in the show's description. Hit that playlist. Listen to the other episodes in the series. It's been a lot of fun so far. And I think it will be as we do. I think we got two more before the series is over. So they're going to be fun ones. And remember, guys, we are all a chosen people, a geekdom of priest.
Hey guys, Christian here. Have you ever wondered how you can support systematic ecology? Well, we've made it a lot easier for you by going to Fourth Wall. Instead of what we've done in the past, Fourth Wall makes everything very easy for everyone involved. Everything is in the same spot. So if you want to find a way to become a member and get access to our exclusive memberships and all the giveaways that we're going to be doing, Fourth Wall is the way to go. As well, if you want to see all the extra episodes and content that we only put to our members, that's the best way to go. Feel free to rate and review us there. You can also leave a donation or tip if that's something you're interested in. And as well, you can help support our All Reading Counts initiative that we do. All the donations that go to that go to our libraries. You also, if you really want to, it's like, man, I really want to hear more episodes about Christian for some reason. Or even for reasons I don't understand, you want to hear Joshua more often. We have episodes listed by host. You can see everyone there. If you have a favorite host, head that way and support the episodes that they're on. You also find a link to our YouTube page. And we may be adding some special content beyond what we've promised. Everything that was once in multiple different locations and you didn't know where to go, well, it's all in that one convenient place. If you want to know exactly where to go, the link to this will be in the description below.
This show is a proud member of the Anazal Podcast Network. Other shows on the network include Be Living Water, where Joshua Knoll discusses various topics from a Taoist Christian perspective, inviting listeners to imitate Christ and be water, beneficial to all and a conflict with none. Friday Night Frights, Day and Christian Ashley discuss all things frightful, from UFOs to the paranormal to serial killers and more. Kung Fu Pizza Party, where Brandon discusses all things martial arts media, delivering high-flying action and wisdom, one slice at a time, all in under 30 minutes. And my other show with Christy Whaley, Theology on the Rocks, where two theology PhDs talk about our lives, the world, and theology, all over drinks, clearly. Come on over each week to hear two besties discuss academic nerd stuff while also banter endlessly, especially if wine is involved.